Okay, y'all, something got to me and I want to share it because I want to read it again. When you have no personal issues with them, impressions process freely. This is how the overall system of perception is meant to work. It's meant to take things in, allow you to experience them, and then let them pass through so that you're fully present in the next moment. While this system is in a working operative state, you are fine. It is fine. You're simply having experience after experience. These experiences are gifts that are being given to you like a great movie. They are actually having a profound effect on you. Moment after moment, experiences are coming in and you're learning and growing. You are being touched at a very deep level. If experience is the best teacher, there's nothing that comes close to the experience of life. What it means to live life is to experience the moment that is passing through you and then experience the next moment and then the next. Many different experiences will come in and pass through you. It's a phenomenal system when it's working properly. If you could live in that state, you would be a fully aware being. That is how an awakened being lives in the now. They are present. Life is present. And the wholeness of life is passing through them. Okay. I'm just taking that part in. Okay. Imagine if you were so fully present during each experience of life that it was touching you to the depth of your being. Every moment would be a stimulating, moving experience because you would be completely open and life would be flowing right through you. But that's not what happens inside most of us. Instead, it's more like you're driving down the street. Here come the trees. Here come the cars. And it's all passing right through you with no trouble. Then, inevitably, something comes in that doesn't make it through. There was this one car, a light blue Ford Mustang that looked like your girlfriend's car. But as it passed by, you noticed two people hugging in the front seat. At least it looked like they were hugging. And it sure looked like your girlfriend's car. But it was a car, just like other cars, wasn't it? No, it wasn't just like all the other cars to you. Let's look carefully at what happened. Surely for the camera of the eyes, there's no difference between that car and the others. There's light bouncing off of objects, passing through your retina and making a visual impression on your mind. So at the physical level, nothing different is going on. But at the mental level, the impression didn't make it through. When the next moment comes, you no longer notice the rest of the trees. You're not seeing the rest of the cars. Your heart and mind are fixated on that one car, even though it's gone. You've got yourself a problem here. There's a blockage, an event that got stuck. All the subsequent experiences are trying to pass through you, but something has happened inside that has left this last experience unfinished. Okay, y'all, talk to me, y'all. When I tell you this is making a point, it's making a point. Okay, so what happens to that experience that didn't make it through? Specifically, what happens to the image of that girlfriend's car if it doesn't just fade away into deep memory like everything else? At some point, you'll have to stop focusing on it in order to deal with something else, like the next stoplight. What you don't realize is that your entire experience, what you don't realize is that your entire experience of life is about to change because of what didn't make it through you. Life must now compete with this blocked event for your attention. And the impression does not just sit in there quietly. You will see that your tendency is to think about it constantly. This is all in an attempt to find a way to process through your mind. You didn't need to process the trees, but you need to process this because you resisted. It got stuck, and now you have a problem. You see the thoughts start up. Well, maybe it wasn't her. Of course it wasn't her. How could that possibly have been? Thought after thought goes on inside. It drives you crazy in there. All that inner noise is just your attempt to process the blocked energy and get it out of the way. Long term, the energy patterns that cannot make it through you, that the energy patterns that cannot make it through you are pushed out of the forefront of the mind and held until you are prepared to release them. These energy patterns, which hold tremendous detail about the events associated with them, are real. They don't just disappear. When you are unable to allow life's events to pass through you, they stay inside and become a problem. These patterns may be held with you for a very long time. The rest of this, it goes on. I'm still reading it. You see some other highlighted places, but I just this part, I think it's sitting with me, because it is. I don't want to say why, but it is, right? But it talks about samskara, which I want to do some research on that. Which is just says it's a yogic tradition, which I'm going to do some research on that because I'm not familiar with it. But I believe in universal teaching. So you call it what you want, but the bottom line is it's saying that an unfinished energy pattern that ends up running your life. So let me flip it on me. Good morning. I'm the person behind the voice. Okay. October 12th, 13th, 12th, I think. God dog it. 2025, Tuesday. Okay, so, all right. I wanted to share that because that part touched me and I needed to read it again. I'll probably read it once more. I'm going to stay focused. Okay. For me, Spirit aligned that passage for a reason because of something else, right? But I feel like it's a visual thing. The way he writes, the writer, I like visuals because I'm a visual learner. So we know that, life is a bunch of experiences all together, right? Just in a line, right? Of experience after experience after experience. And when the writer talks about, the goal is to experience them and they flow through and they just pass through. It's an experience that moment, and you keep going from the small things to the big things, right? You process, you experience, you process, and you release just over and over, right? And you learn, you do whatever you need to do with that experience, small or large, but you keep going. You flow, right? And life is about flowing. Energy flows, right? Whenever you have a blockage or something gets in the way, there's a problem, right? And I get it, right? I get it. It's like that's an issue. So the problem is we don't deal if we don't deal with something, it blocks. And when it blocks, now you're fucked up. Now you done fucked up the church's money. You know, you gotta get past it some kind of way. And what that looks like, in my belief, it's different for everybody, right? Um, and so we're all walking around like zombies with a whole bunch of shit in the way, blocked, fucking us up. And we're not moving on. We're not growing. We're stuck. That's a fucked up feeling. Think about being constipated. You gotta take a shit, but you can't. You could fucking die from that. From not being able to shit. Okay, I had to take a moment. I went left. You guys know I'll go left. Okay, the last part that I just want to say is that when we don't deal with it, it starts to affect and controlling our lives. Our mental, our emotional, all that shit gets affected because it's all connected. I don't know. Pray. If you don't know how to deal with it, be aware is my thing. Be aware of your behaviors. When you see certain colors, it affects you this way. When you smell certain things, it affects you this way. It's a trigger, right? The first step, in my opinion, is just to be aware. And that's kind of like when you start praying, reading, meditating, reflecting, just start. Just like with anything else we're trying to get better at. Start somewhere. And then ask God to guide you the rest of the way. And God will put people in your lives, situations in your lives to help you because you asked, right? But you have to be open. You got to be open to what comes, good or bad, and just pray your way through it. So just know that there's an energy bigger than you, regardless of what you call that energy. It's the energy of life is bigger than your moment, but it's there to help you. So just embrace it. And on that note, I'm going to embrace this treadmill. I got to go. Okay, y'all, I'm about to do me a smoothie. Almost finished my walk. Not quite. I kind of twisted my ankle a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I just need to give it a second. So I'm going to do a smoothie. It's been a minute since I did one, and I was like, I need to do a smoothie. All right, y'all. So I got coconut water, spinach, half a banana, frozen berries, 1 scoop of protein powder. I'm looking at about 290 calories. Oh, and there's 1 scoop of super greens. Y'all, that smoothie is good. I think that combination. And wasn't that many calories. All right, bye. Y'all, my husband clowning me. He talking about, oh, your headphones came. First of all, okay, y'all, I didn't tell y'all, but I'm about to try to figure out how to like play music. Like, how have you guys seen people do DJ like TikTok lives? Well, I got these headphones and I don't know what I'm doing, but it's like I can't stand my husband. This is why I don't be in the living room, y'all. He is always ad-libbing. Anyway, he got this for me. He's so sweet. So, anyway, look. Okay, then it said I needed this cord. I got it. Boom, boom, boom. And then I have like I don't know what it's called. An amplifier or some kind of thing that you adjust the sound. You plug it in to the headphones and to your computer, and your devices all go into this what is it called? Anyway, I'll tell y'all later. I'll show you when I come. But anyway, that's what I'm doing, okay? And then, of course, he got something. Look what he got. We ain't gonna go about the way. Okay, bye, y'all. All right, y'all. So, did I tell you what today was? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I'll be back. It's Tuesday, the 14th. October 14th, 2025. Okay, I always say the date just so you guys know for reference because I save my videos and they come back in your memories. So I like to say the date for reference. But anyway, remember these? I got these. Okay, we're going to try them for the first time today. Every 2 is 350 calories. So it comes with 6. How many come in here? 4 times 2 is what? It comes with 8 of them. And they're small. So anyway, we're going to try them today for the first time. I'm not hungry, obviously, because I'm having my smoothie. So I might try them later, maybe have it for lunch or something like that. Or I'll have mine tomorrow for breakfast. But I'm going to give my husband 2 just so he could try it. And he was like, oh, hell yeah, let's try it. So I'm going to do this with some sausage for my husband, some sausage, the pancakes, and some scrambled eggs. Day 2 with my stir fry, y'all. I'm going to finish it off today. But it was a good little meal prep. Now this is how I'm doing my husband's pancakes. I don't do the microwave too much. I just melted some butter in here. And I know you could do it in the toaster oven and all that. I don't know what else you could do. But simple as this. I'm frying it in the skillet with butter. Okay? I'll show you when it's done. All right, y'all. My husband ate the not the chops. I'm about to season his pork chops for dinner tonight for his lunch. But he said the pancakes are really good, you guys. Can you believe it? He was able to eat 2 because they're kind of sweet, he said. But you saw how I did them on the stove. And I'll try them another time or later or whatever. But we're going to keep those on deck. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This one I'm going to season chops. And that's it. And they're already cleaned. And I'm going to let them sit all day. And I'll fry them tonight. Heads up, y'all. I tried the pancakes. So, as I told you, I did 4 for my husband. He ate 2. Which, low-key, I said 2 was going to be enough. And it was. Oh, but anyway, I ate the other 2. And they were very good. So they will stay on rotation. You don't need a bunch of it because it has a lot of flavor. 2 of them are 350 calories. So no syrup. Okay, so keep that in mind. But anyway, it was good. Bye.